Hi, good morning. This is Kavita Kundra, and a student has asked how to write IGNOU exams. Just they needed a video on that. So I'm here to present how to write IGNOU exams. Okay, so let's go through, and it is very easy. IGNOU exams are one of the most easiest exams. You just have to go through the concepts and learn the concept, understand it, and it's very easy language. And also they have lots of options whenever you attempt your examination. So format is same. So let's go through it. See, first of all, whenever you want to prepare the examinations, first you just go to Google and type ignou.ac.in. After that, you have to go to the student support and then downloads, and after that question paper. Whenever you see the question paper, you can see the window like this, right? And then after this window, you can choose your date, whichever date you want. So whenever you choose the date, you will get all the university papers of suppose to December 2019 you choose. So you will get all the university paper, whether it's psychology, B.Ed and M.Ed or whatever they have courses. So all the things are open in front of you. Then you have to choose your one. So your one is School of Continuing Education, SOCE. Then in under SOCE you have to choose which one? MSc DFSM. When you choose your MSc DFSM, then your programs are here. Okay, so programs are here. After that, you see the December 2019 you have to choose. First of all, you choose your MSc DFSM. Then MSc DFSM, you will choose your which subject, which biochemistry or physiology, which one you want to go for, and then click and download. You can download 10 years question papers from there and start practicing, because it's all from previous question papers, and you can know about that what kind of pattern is there. All right, so suppose this is a sample question paper. So now we want to understand that what kind of management term questions will be coming in the 2019 MSc DFSM. So it is, I just wanted to explain you why I have taken this. We all know physiology is very easy, because I just wanted to attempt 5 questions in all. You will get, you have to attempt only 5 questions in 8 questions out of 8. You will, so that means you have a very good number that you will leave the questions 5. And questions always are on question number 1 is chapter wise compulsory, because you will not get mixed questions. Suppose it's the first question, so first question from respiratory system, the second question is from kidney system, third so you after that you can play this video here like that. Every chapter has playing the video, right? And after that we can see here, suppose this is, and another thing is question 1. Question 1 is compulsory. You have to attempt question 1, and all questions carry equal marks. That means, see, it has 10 parts, right? 10 parts. In 10 parts, if you attempt every part, and it's very easy, then you will score your marks very easily. And this is salivary gland, name salivary gland, enzyme of pancreas, gastrointestinal hormone. You just have to say one. Lobe of cerebral cortex, we already know. Organisms that never die, undifferentiated cell. Briefly explain the following term in 2 to 3. You just have to do the definition and example, that's it. Classification, what are the classifications of animal tissue? Sickle cell anemia, we all know. Bence-Jones protein, we all know. Dead space, it's very easy. If you see that the explanations questions, other than this 1 marks, it is from the chapter wise. Like what is cell cycle? It is all from the cell. What is cell cycle? Name the phases of the cell cycle. Discuss the mitosis process with diagram. And then next question is from the immunity. What is acquired immunity? What are the types of acquired immunity? Discuss in detail with the cell mediated immune system. So you will know that every chapter has 1 question. So you can leave your chapters also. Sometimes if you want, if it is a 12 chapters, you want to do only 10, but you don't want to do another 2, right? So it is okay, because then you have to be very particular, because it will be from 8 you have to do 5, means 5 you should know very well. But only thing is, if you don't know all, then maybe you get confused in first question that can score you better. So my suggestion is you just go through all the book, all the system before your examination, and then you just say that what is your strongest chapters, what is your good at. All right. So let's see. Fourth one is from the respiratory system. Fifth one is from the gastric digestive system. Sixth one is from the kidney system, and then you have seventh. Seventh is from nervous system, and then you have these four. So it is also very easy because you have getting the option of 6 questions, and on 6 you will get you just have to attempt 4. You can write down. Maybe you get confused sometimes. Okay, I want to write pituitary and I know this image formation of eyes also. Whatever is, you know that yeah, this is the one I can do better or best, choose that one. Don't get confused, because that is not the time for confusion. You have to know what is your 100%, because 100% score should be there, right? Function of pituitary gland, just write down pituitary gland, definition of pituitary gland, and then some what is the name, and then what is the function. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so like that you have to do. Disorders of image formation, myopia and other things. But if you don't know, then don't write. Don't do confusion things, right? Confusing things don't have to do in examinations. Mechanism of phagocytosis, we already know phagocytosis. What is that? Cardiac cycle, we know. Structure and function of the antibody. If you know the structure of antibody but you are confused about function, don't attempt it. Okay, otherwise you have to cut it, and you will cut it in between and you will start writing another one. Don't do that. If you know full, then only attempt. Age related changes in the alimentary canal, that is also very important. So these things are important in the case if you have all, if you know all, then only attempt it. Okay, and it's very easy, very easy, I must say. How to attempt the MSc DFSM question paper? First of all, do not forget your ID card. That is very important. You have prepared yourself, you have just taken everything, but if you forgot your ID card, you will not enter the examination hall. Alright, so check full papers at a glance and be ready with pencils, rubbers, pens, erasers, and scales also. I'm not written here, but scales also, because maybe you will draw some things like respiratory system and physiology or heart system or any other systems, or you need to compare something, so you need scales to make proper columns or tables. Just go through it and see if you know all the answers. Just go through that question paper first, and after that see that if you know all the answers. If yes, it's okay. Don't panic, don't get excited. Okay, and check your duration, how much time you have and how much time you can waste in between. If first of all attempt the main question you know the best, you just start writing that question. Keep track of your time. Whenever the question is finished, just see how much time you're left with, because sometimes what happens is when we want to attempt a question what we know, then we don't know how much to write. So keep it simple, short, but explain all the things whatever is asked in the questions. And if you have time, just
quickly draw the diagrams as well. And also use two colored pens. You can choose black and blue, green or blue, whatever. It's not you just have to ask about the green one. Earlier it was banned, but now I think black and blue will be the most suitable colors with you. And whenever you attempt any questions, clearly mention the questions number in the black uh, with the black color, okay, and leave the space so that the checker knows which questions you have attempted and continue attempting. Whenever you're starting questions, if I'm a checker, then I should know which attempt you have done. If it is one ka A part, then I should know that you have written one ka A part. You cannot write one and after that just writing the answer. But there are in one first question there are parts like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you have to write which question number and which part you are attempting, okay. And whenever you have diagram questions, make the diagram cycles, tables, so that the checker knows you know the answer. That helps a lot in scoring marks. If you know the answer, if you have written in the table form also, then also you will get marks. If you have given that cycles, like in biochemistry we have Krebs cycles, we have digestive system cycles, we have enzyme cycles. So metabolism is also having cycles, the lipid metabolism or carbohydrate metabolism. So if you make the cycles also, then also it's very good and very good marks you will score at that time. And attempt all questions. Do not leave any questions under attempts, because if you leave, that means 0 marks. But if you actually write something related to that question, you will get marks. So don't forget that. Suppose, let's take an example. There is a question number 1 ka A part. So you will see that blue line represent the space. You just have to put the space in black. You write down question number 1 A and start with leaving a space and end the answer and leave space again, so that the answer sheet also should be looking beautiful. Don't make things like that confuse the checker. All right. In question next, if you want to attempt the question number 4, then write down the question number 4 and leave the space and write down very clearly. Question number 2, if the question can be answered through the table and diagram. Suppose if you have any questions that can be answered through the diagrams or cycles or tables, the diagram should be made. First of all, you have to make the diagram. Suppose you have less time, then just leave the theory part, and diagram you can explain everything, whatever you want to know, want to write, okay. And so now, like suppose if you want to attempt third question, then answers. And if the answers has subheading, then you have to write down in the capital letter, black letter, or you can underline it, okay. So if you underline it, then also that checker knows that okay, you know that 4 parts, because it will show clearly on your paper that what you have to write. If you write in confusing forms, or you just don't make the boundaries and all, so the checker have to go through the paper, and maybe you'll get less scores for that, okay. So heading, subheading should be very clear, and make it bold, underline, so that you can easily explain. Whenever the checker is going through the paper, he knows that yes, you know everything, you know every concept, all right, you have explained everything. So that kind of things are there, and I hope it will make you clear how to attempt your questions. Diagrams are very very important. If you have in public nutrition, only the thing is that you don't have any diagrams. In public nutrition, you have dates and scheme names. You have to be very careful, and you remember each and every scheme names, whatever was there, like ICDS or WHO. These are the full forms they will ask you, all right. And in biochemistry, mostly they have diagrams, cycles and all. Mostly in biochemistry you will get questions about cycles, because these are the main things, right. So I hope you understood, and if you have any other queries, then please call me. And we are starting soon with live sessions on Zoom or webinars, or if anyone wants to join that, you can put in comment, so that if you are interested, then we will send you the details, all right.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe, stay protected, and be ready for your exams. I know now you will know that how to attempt your questions. Thank you so much. Take care.